Here in Salema, in the central region of Malawi, one of the world's poorest countries, about 3/4 of the population live on less than 40 cents per day. HIV and AIDS is widespread, and although the number dropped to 12% overall, the pandemic is still raging in rural areas. With a majority of rural households earning their livelihood from farming and poorly paid agricultural labour, the local population and authorities welcomed UNIDO's SATECH project, which aims at empowering the rural community to overcome poverty. Like most of the people in Malawi's Salema District, Maria's husband and father of 4 is a subsistence farmer. Through SATECH, he has learned how to prepare ridges, make manure and compost, plant systematically with adequate space between plants, and to apply fertilizer at the right time. The program also funded the distribution of vegetable production kits, consisting of a tailored range of tools, seeds and chemicals for each community. Now Mr. Chiontha is a role model and one of the most successful farmers in Salema. He's able to feed his 4 children and can support his wife who contracted HIV some 4 years ago. Mr. Chiontha says he's learnt a lot from UNIDO's Empowering Communities workshops.
Before the program, I paid little attention to farming techniques. Now I know when to apply fertilizers and when to weed at the right time. I also learned how to build various tools myself, and the work in the SATECH groups encourages us to help the most vulnerable amongst us. We support orphans to go to school, elders with salt, sugar and soap, and single mothers with goods which make their lives easier. We pass on what we have learned and learn from each other.
Mr. Chiontha is one of the beneficiaries of the remarkable SATECH 2 project, the second phase of a UNIDO program which was launched several years ago. In 2005, the United Nations Industrial Development Organization, in collaboration with the Malawian Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security, developed the project to secure the socio-economic foundation necessary for strengthening livelihoods. By respecting traditional leadership structures and following a bottom-up approach, UNIDO and the local community elected as beneficiaries of the project the most vulnerable members of the community. They were assigned to groups and more than 4,000 lead farmers received training. Now they're passing on their newly gained knowledge on how to fertilize, diversify production and how to farm efficiently to the other members of the community. More than 100 government officials of the Salema district who are trained by SATECH support them in this task. This will ensure that with the end of the project, future generations will continue to benefit. It is also the community's responsibility to distribute the project's agricultural implements. These implements are used to generate income through revenue from milling maize, selling vegetables or bakery products to local traders, or through renting out ox carts or ploughs.
You see, when a person is suffering, for example, HIV suffering people, you find that the trend of working slows down. Henceforth, facilitated the movement of produce from the field to the market, as well as giving a lot of time for the farmers to care for the patients. This is one of the major activities.
Since 2005, some 26,000 villagers have benefited, and in turn more than 5,000 orphans, elders and other vulnerable people have been supported within the communities from SATECH proceeds. Community income more than doubled, and the overall level of nutrition has significantly improved, enabling HIV-positive community members to achieve a decent livelihood.
I'm really proud that I can send my kids to school. Since UNIDO installed the water borehole in my village, I have enough time to take care of the household myself, and my children don't need to stay at home to help me any longer. I used to walk every day up to 5 hours to pick up water for my family. I wanted to send my kids to school, but since my disease limits my strength, I was too weak after the long walks to do the household work myself. But now I take medication and my kids go to school and play football.